Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. How is everybody doing today? Let me get rid of that pixel at the top because, TLDR, it was supposed to just be a nice chill stream with me talking with D3 about card balance and everything like that, or like favorite cards, as he's tier listing out attack defense cards and everything like that or so. So I was just gonna casually give my input, but they are currently having problems with that right now. So instead, we're just going on with our normal side. Thank you everybody for your patience. I hope you all are doing well. Austin, Lucy, Rena, Zuri, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. It is a Thursday night, November 6th. I can't believe it's almost the weekend again, and I can't believe I have 2 weekends off in a row. That is so nice. I'm so happy. But yeah, I was thinking about doing some Lost Prince of Legend, just chilling, talking, catching up, and everything like that or so, and just hoping for the best. Now, D3 may come around later, but for now, let's have a good time. And for you, Lucy, get your rest if you need to, because once again, thank you so much for the art. You keep saying it's gifts, but I am going to catch you by Christmas. Mark my words. Anyways, then, I hope that y'all get to chill out, and, well, yeah, let's chill, let's catch up. I need to talk about plans and everything like that or so, but first, let's get some makeup on and everything. Let us not so Nanaka, let's just get Red Reimu going, and just chill, yeah? Chill with some L7. Only gift? Well, I'm only gifting you that then, smile. But there may be plans in the future. Do keep your schedule open around December, please, if you would. Like, and I'm saying that legitimately, keep that in mind. Wink. But yes. So, let's talk, because we haven't had a good heart-to-heart in a while, everybody, since I've only been doing a lot more cerebral games when it comes to it here. All money for random rares, so 10 bucks for a random rare, as always, with Reimu. Udonge! Give me the power. We absolutely want to, like, spur for an elite ASAP with that, then. Also, I forgot that booster pads are a mechanic that you can enable when it comes to it here. Because we've been because of the new modding scene and everything like that, so I need to remember that. But anyway. Going on to things, I hope that everybody has been well enough. Life has just been going for me. Not necessarily bad in a sense or so, it's just, once again, like, going in a more general sense. I forgot that your type buster deals damage twice. I need to get started on how this game works again, because it's been a while. Comms are always open. Well, yeah, but we'll just, like, Quinny and I are maybe looking towards you for the future. Just saying that outwardly, dearie. You know? If I deal 8, I'm not gonna burst through, so I might as well just go this 1 Kadama, and I'm just gonna have to take the 5. I mean, Yin Orb will get me, up to 68, so I'm only taking 2. Overall then, so not a big deal. But anyway. What are big things to really note? October's coming around. October is already said and done, whatever. I already had my wonderful time with Halloween and everything like that. If I can get maybe like free flies or anything like that, would be great. Pagoda's Glare has new art. It is cute. Persuasion, Talisman of Dreams ain't bad at all, I must say though. I do like Great Duplex, but I need to push damage early, so let's go ahead and take Persuasion Needle since I can always hold that over. It's 3 times, right? Versus, what is essentially 12 damage for 2. Yeah, absolutely, because that is way high. The fact that I can retain it over means that it's a little bit higher priority than a Yokai Buster, in my opinion. Take no damage this fight, then I'm going back up to full health, because that's only 2 damage I'm taking. So I'm at net plus 6 means that I'm 2 over what I'd really need to survive and everything like that. So we're actually chilling, straight up. But with November coming around, I am looking at what my family plans are, and besides Thanksgiving, I shouldn't necessarily have too much that's going to stop me from being able to do all the fun stuff that I'd want to, of course, when it comes to doing stream-wise, or even like cosplay work and everything like that. So we will I mean, I'm not really gonna get around this any other way. So we will see what I can do for the fun activities and maybe going back to my skits and all. Or of course, I've got a lot on my docket when it comes to preparing for things like Christmas gifts and all. Just past the jokes with you, Lucy, I do have big, very big plans come Christmas. But it's gotta keep working stuff away. I think I'll take another yokai buster, honestly. Just because I want to power through this elite depending on who I get. Yeah, if it's 3 Fairies of Light, then that does kind of suck a lot of life out of me here. But I have to kill Star Sapphire no matter what, because I would have liked AoE, in which case Pagoda's Door would have been good. But can't be too picky about things. Cannot be too picky about things. Because I'm always floating the mana and I'm retaining the Persuasion Needle, I legitimately don't need to spend in case the one extra float means that I can block another. And then we start working down Sunny first. Because I don't mind losing the mana that I'm gaining from the Quiet Moonlight. I'm worried more about the damage that I would be taking otherwise then. I don't know why I weakened both when I probably should have just bursted down Luna then. We said fits it. There you go. There you go.
Didn't expect that.
Ooh, active mode with your Tom. Oh, absolutely, because we are looking for a Christmas time limit when it comes to it. Again, that'll come in time. That'll come in time, dearie. Ho ho, Jazz. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'd probably just kill her all in one go here, because I have all the mana for it too. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But yeah, lots of stuff planned. I've got a huge project, I will say, coming up then. Divine Favor. Firepower or Spirit, which would be very nice, I'm not gonna lie. Love the Realm is always really funny though, and I am not gonna pass that up. Randomly. Koishi! Koishi with Red Reimu. Would be interesting. I feel like I'm still confident enough to take another elite. I don't think I have the money for really more than one card or so I'd rather just take the Gap upgrade. Let me shout you out, though. How are you doing, though, Jazz? How are you doing? What are you playing? Total War 3 Kingdoms is what it says that you were doing last. Okay, well, Dreadful Raging Waves is already so much damage as that's dealing it to both of them. Because the Rabbit is already almost gone, and then since I Persuasion Needle, I can actually float that over. So I'm only really losing health to the Doll of Nerdum, which honestly is not the biggest deal breaker in the world here. Yeah, just block this. Go ahead, hit her one more time. That Persuasion Needle is guaranteed to kill almost then. Even if I get weakened, I can just get another shoot or amulet, and then yeah, we chill. So I can do that. That's perfectly fine. They just don't want to be weakened again. Just a lot of damage that I'm taking then. Got how long loading between battles takes? Ooh, yikers. Oh my god, yikers. I feel that right there. So what's I drew a small shot, but that's just only one poison I'm taking anyway. Not the worst ever. I do need to actually supplement better defense in my deck though. Blot Reflection. Spell card duel is affected by firepower. I mean, honestly, it's just a block, which I would rather take right now. Mystia! Give me the life, sister. Pay, because we support good local economical business here. Now, Above the Realm costing 1 only is kind of nice. But I think, yeah, Spell card duel becoming barrier, because it's not going down from a 3 cost, which cost isn't as bad with Udonde, but point stands there. Stuff to finish. Okay, what? There's a lot of stuff to of course look at for the future. So come on now, girl. Don't look at it. Don't fuss too much about it. I also should have spent the mana to get rid of one Knight in my hand. Real here. If I do this, I'm only gonna hit her once. I'd rather just keep floating so I have a huge ass mana pool before she finishes the interview next turn. I mean, I really like Homing Amulet because since it's accurate, that gets past your Drays automatically, and I can just really wear Aya for a lot of damage to start. That's honestly a really good first turn to get her down half. And okay, yeah, she did finish it, but I can at least buffer through part of the problems here. Not all of them, mind you. I can get through a little bit. I still like to keep floating though. There's mostly archives. I don't really have a deadline. Less stuff I have to finish, more time after working on your model. Yes, girl. Yes, and everybody loves to see model work now. Smile. Reflection's actually really good too, because it just gets through the Drays. Didn't really timer scam Maya too, if it really came to it. But we are actually fine. Didn't even take a spell card. Udonder lets me have the perfect fight, and we chill. Dondo too. I have so much max HP, dude. For every 3 cards drawn outside the draw step, deal 20 damage to each enemy. I've never had this before. I really want to try this. That seems really, really fun. Hello? I do have Claude, but always start the quest line. Just gotta be done. You know, let's just keep going from here then. Okay, so these bats might be a little bit of a problem, I'm not gonna lie. If I apply Weak to you... I'd just still like to take as little damage as possible, so let's float 1, because even if I deal damage to you, I'm trying to get you at the bottom, you would just steal it back. If I do Above the Realm, I could potentially have something done. It's that, or Fantasy Seal. Well, that's 5 mana, that takes everything, but... does a lot of damage right now, but no, they're grazing, so Above the Realm is much better. Pagoda's technically better, because if I upgrade my Dunmok Protection, then that's immediate value, which is immediately wonderful. Now, it's going to be another unfortunate float turn, so I can't really kill, and you're just going to lifesteal that bat, but point stands. Future scaling, smile. Can I kill you? No, I cannot. Still a bit off. Alright. This blocked me up completely, but get you in lethal range. With 1 more strike. Plus, if I drop Pagodas again, then we're actually very fine. Otherwise, just straight up kill you. Gotta be done. Reflection, I'm at least gonna start wearing you down, and it's just only the last guy. I've taken more damage on the bats than I have on the elites, hilariously here. Which is annoying, to say the least. I mean, I don't have any other attack cards when it comes to it, but if they upgrade Precision Neos, then that is enough. That's what I was holding my breath on. Thank goodness gracious. I need Trumpet Solo, because that's another way for me to draw cards. If I just get all of the Prism River Sisters, it'd be great. You know what? Give me the rare. Akuri's Evilest Orbs. Get stronger, though. That stuff, yeah, but I only have 3 bots, so I can't upgrade it. No. Okay, well, I guess it is a T-turn then. It's me a buffer against Toishi, and then Orden as well, in essence. Above the Realm. I mean, honestly, just deal the damage straight up here. I just need Orden, like, dead ASAP, though, because I'm not dealing with their BS. I'm at least holding on to Arturia's Evilist. But I need to kill, like, Orden, like, immediately right now. That's 45. Yeah, she's dead. Thank you, Evilist. You are wonderful. You are such a wonderful, wonderful card. Thank you, Cell Phone, too. This run's really stupidly good, I've got to say. Yin Yang Rune is pretty nice too, but Full Moon Howl is also really stupidly good. I do like Slice of Life, don't get me wrong here, but I take Full Moon because we still are Red Reimu, so just kind of get the chill. Now, making it too vulnerable is very useful. Chartreuse Evil is getting too more powerful, meaning you're scaling 6 damage, essentially. Every time you draw cards out is great, but I only have 2 ways to do that, which is out of these 2. So for now, I think a Full Moon Howl is just greater utility. After you just do EP, rest well, and thank you for all the love again, though. Thank you for all the love again. Let's go ahead and play Swiss Trumpet Solo because that gets a Chartreuse Evil to scale already. Before I look at Dragon Swing Circle is actually so wonderful. And then your type Buster gets to hit twice and keep you weakened. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. And D3 is up and at him, so I'm gonna move them back in. Hello.
Hi, there we go.
How you do?
How you doing? Better now. Oh.
There you go. This run already seems kind of made. I have my win condition and everything here.
I saw the Odonge and I was like, oh, wow.
I got Odonge, and I just kind of have a, I just have a deck that's just gonna be, alright, full cycle, smile.
Yeah, no, it's still the first night, so like it's about as good a result as you can hope for, right? Like.
Yep. I would just need to keep drawing. I just need to keep getting draw engine because I have Chartreuse Evil Orbs now, and the fact that I'm playing with Fantasy Seal Silence, which I've never seen before, means that this is only going to keep getting stupider and stupider.
Gotcha. Let's see. Properly. Oh.
I would say, though, the only problem that I am running into is the fact that I have so overloaded on attack cards, I'm only on 1 block, and it is kind of biting me because I'm almost dead, hilariously.
Oh, man.
But it's fine, it's fine.
Just win 4-head, it'll be okay.
Just win 5-head. Absolutely. And I should have Koichi dead to rights in just a little bit here. In just a little bit.
Right.
Holding my breath.
Let's see. I need to open up the collection. And bam, and then it just says attack. And voila, it works perfectly. Haha.
So anyway, I did intro what you were trying to do before you had to graciously bow out. So could you tell my chat what you are doing on your own side of stream and all?
Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cataloging a tier list for every card in the game. Now, hindsight tells me it would have been really, really smart for me to label these layers, huh? I might spend a little bit of time doing that before I go live.
Might have been nice.
Because this is a lot of stuff. Trick of... And what I'm going to be doing is I already have things indexed and layered out, and so I think more than anything else, I'm just kind of vocalizing and recording why I think certain things belong where they belong on my little tier list here. And I don't really like those tier lists where it's just like S, A, B, because I don't think they really explain themselves very well, right? And I think they miss a lot of the nuance, especially on card games where it's like, it's incredibly easy to completely misrepresent how good a card actually is if you only consider it from a single perspective, right?
Yep. You get that, you get problems like people just saying, oh, don't worry, it's in the utility tier, and just completely hand-waving things otherwise, when you really can't put it to that, for instance. So on and so forth.
Yeah, so I really want to emphasize, like, what cards can you take that will win you the run, basically no matter what? Like, you saw the card, you're going to win the run, period, right? What cards will make it like, okay, you saw the card, if the rest of your deck is even okay, you're probably gonna be fine. Which cards need setup? Which cards need a lot of setup? Which cards are just always there for you and just happy for you? Which cards do something that's not covered by literally anything else that's special to them? And then which cards are actually bad? I do think that unlike, let's say Slay the Spire, there are just fewer bad cards. It's a lot harder to have a bad card in Touhou Lost Branch of Legend.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna take forever. You know what? Hold on. Counter-argument time. They can't see any of this anyways. They have no idea what any of this is if I zoom out, right?
No, unless you are... Well, you're streaming on your side first, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
We
good
need
review.
to combine chats, so let me pull that up. We need to combine streams.
Invite sent.
Well, I don't have my Twitch up. I don't have OBS
Oh.
up, so I need to pull up my Twitch. Near to my dashboard for Twitch.
Whoopsie. Whoopsies.
Look at Cruzy. Go to your creator dashboard. But yes, join, what's his face? D3 side when it comes to it now, people, wonderfully so. Especially so, because, one, make great content. What, if D3 glazes me up all the time on what's his face for all of their own stuff, then I need to glaze them back.
Come on. Yeah, I'm currently in
Besides,
my
this is a chill stream. Chill stream, and for YouTube odd people, you need to watch on that side. But we can participate in the conversation anyway.
Right, and then I forgot that Lost Crimes Legends sound was not coming through. Fixing? Fixed. Nice.
Joining.
Alright.
Yay! We're good.
Oh, nice.
They still need to find a way to integrate shared chat, though. For OBS, rather than me having to pull things up constantly, though. But we do wish it would be better.
No, it should be working now.
It should be. I'm just saying, so I don't want to pull up my stream manager on my Firefox and take up a little bit more of my space and everything like that now constantly, you know? I'm already streaming at a bitrate of 2,000. Please! Please!
Yeah. Completely fair.
I'm just trying to click the join shared chat button on my side and will not let me. Something went wrong. Oh well.
Well, they're already joined, that's why.
It's not showing up on my OBS, so whatever.
Wait, what?
Whatever.
Shared? Yeah. Some streamers aren't live yet. What?
I am live! Guys.
Am I live? Is it me? Yeah, no, it's I'm live.
Question marks.
Okay.
Multiple question marks.
God, I love Twitch. Okay. Okay, new plan. Oh, it says you're not even in the.
But I am! Oh, whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Action already taken. Okay.
Alright, what if I just leave the collab?
Wait,
And
are you using
rejoin the-
Firefox?
Do I need to use Chrome?
You have to use Chrome, yes.
God! Okay.
Yep, there you are.
Oh, hold on. Oh, no. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna take whatever we can get. Alright, I'm not gonna be too bothered by things here. I just should have actually checked if I could kill that keystone with my persuasion needle first. Oh well.
Every time.
Oh well. I'm not gonna sweat it too much here. Kind of happy gaming right now, just chilling out, having myself a good time anyway.
Bit true.
Game Japan again. Okay, well, I mean, what's true on OBS? I'm trying to make sure that people can all have that fun and all. That is so many good stuff, but I need to have a block engine. I need to have a way to generate more mana is my problem. Oh well. I'll figure out that problem in time. I'll figure out that problem in time, I say. Don't have to get a red Menreki. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm getting all the love today, aren't I? Hello, Flair! I hope you're doing well. I'm playing Lost Prince Legend, Roguelike, Dead Roller, everything like that, chilling out with friends, of course. Hope you all are doing well. It's Wonderful Wind Mage, Cruz Ship Captain, Chartreuse Proxy, and always good service. Were you playing the remastered Zoya? Hey, yo, we love Zoya! Zoya's great! I would have gone these skill cards. Oh well.
Sure, buddy.
Anyway, nice argument, but million persuasion needles, go. Doing nice. Robots in Dandy's World. I have no idea what that is. I've seen, like, Dandy's World in VR chat, but I have no idea what that is. I'll be honest with you. But I hope that you are chilling out, just doing well, and just thank you for all the love again now. Well, the last two streams been 1 minute though. There you go. Zoya is absolutely, well, actually no. Tales of Drace's F is my favorite Tales of game, but Zoya is a lot of people's first intro to the Tales of series, rightfully so. So absolutely, all that fun love when it comes to it there. Anyway, my engine is basically online. I just need to find ways to survive, including this turn. So otherwise, I think I might be dead this turn. Christ.
Nah, just win for it. Just win.
I already have no blots. I have to win this turn. That's 36 when it comes to it. I really don't think I'm gonna win. They might be over, Chief.
Oh no.
I went so far in on the offense line that it did not work out. Oh well.
Oh,
Fine. I mean, what? I did, and that's very hard, but I kept getting cards that's like, it is the engine, quite frankly, to keep doing so. But I just did, like, I had the engine, but built nothing around the engine. Oh well. Oh, fun. Oh, it's been a month since I played this game anyway. I'm having my fun getting back into it.
Fair enough.
When Black Friday rolls on, Zestria, Vesperia goes on. Yeah! And also, to be fair, like, you want to put those up, but it's JRPGs. You're gonna be playing those things for a long-ass time. Let's be real here, too. And also, to be fair, Zoya is like one of the few Tales of games that actually has a full-on sequel in Zoya 2. Now, I say that when Zestria and Vesperia are right there next to each other, but point stands. Alright, another random. Hydrate handbag! Hello, lovely.
Oh, right. I need to think more carefully about what I record here. Huh.
Want to come and give some love and hope you are well. I hope that you are well too. We don't get to hang out too much. I think that's more just due to like circumstance of just we're both busy with our lives and everything like that or so. Because like on one end, I would have of course played more Drain Blue with you, but time got busy. I got busy. Way too much stuff is going on always in my life. So I can't. I'm not saying I can't necessarily be free of all guilt when it comes to it, but there's just been higher priority stuff when it comes to it. I just couldn't join you. I'm sorry. Darn it, I lost a 50-50. I could have killed a Tengu at 15 health, but I only had 14. I had to rely on a newspaper to donk him on the head.
Aw. Dang.
And I missed the 50-50 again. This sucks ass, dude. This fight's going longer than I wanted to go. I drew all my block cards last turn too, so I'm actually gonna come out of this fight health negative. This sucks. This is the first fight.
Dang.
I've taken
so
14
rough.
damage this fight, man.
Aw. It's just crows. It's just freaking crows.
It keeps getting worse. I'm taking a third of my HP on crows.
Oh no.
I'm already at 48 HP. I've lost 28 health to crows. And then I get Evil Exterminate immediately in the next turn as my reward. Screw you, I'm going double event. Hello, Eternity. Upgrade Evil Exterminate right now, please. Give me money.
What a crazy loadout. Dang.
Fine, hang on again sometime. Yeah, take it easy though, and all the love, of course, when it comes to it, Flare. I hate taking 14 on from Star Sapphire immediately. At the same time, too, Luna cannot be allowed to live.
Yeah.
So I've got to send that immediately. If she lives, then they get 2 grays and all that barrier when it comes to it. And that legitimately cannot happen. So I've just got to immediately send that out. Wow, double block turn. It's nice, but getting both reflected sunlights on that really hurts. Taking so much damage right now, but I have to push. Because if I don't push, then I'm just gonna slowly drown all the effects. So it's just gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Granted, my playstyle when it comes to these games is absolutely a lot more fast and loose compared to any of our contemporaries. But I am of the matter of fact when it comes to if I have a big sample size of runs that I play, then I'm bound to win them eventually. Smile.
If I just blitz them down, it doesn't matter.
Now, to be fair, I also did just get Peony, which is actually gonna buffer my health like a lot. I'm gonna be real here. So this kind of keeps me alive.
The lack of punishment here is so real. What the heck?
Look, I took so much damage on the crows! I think I deserve every little bit I can get!
Oh, man.
Rest before it's Satya. Give me shop on this rotation. I am not taking that Acacia. Get that dirty-ass, rag-ass t-shirt out of here.
Oh, man. Absolute Bakushin. You're just living the Bakushin lifestyle right now. That's all it is. You're
Kind of am. We need to play a new scenario when it comes to it, I will say.
It's very pretty.
Pretty? That doesn't tell me anything more. Is it just pretty and that's it?
So, at a glance, there is a little bit more luck involved. In that, like, the high rolls are way higher. I think if you're trying to play for open, you'll basically still be using the URI finale. But if you're trying to play for graded with bad cards, I think for the first time, you have a very real shot. Because the numbers... it's kind of like they have extra friendship bonuses that are scattered throughout, right?
Yeah.
And you can build on those friendship bonuses over time, eventually to the point where like they're just as good as like a stacked up Kiyosan Black, right?
I need to interrupt you real quick to realize they changed the wording on Evil Exterminate from what I remember it being since the last patches. Shoot, that actually changes a lot. It used to be your next 2 attack cards are played twice if it's upgraded. Now it's in this turn. You can't carry it over as a buff to next turn if you don't use it all.
Wait, Cruz, why is your Fuji not working? Again!
Let me leave and rejoin the call, because since I did drag you over, that might be part of it. Try. Working? Yes, no, maybe so.
Nope. You're...
Okay, so let me do another thing. I'm giving you a collaborator role in this server here, so you should be able to see on air. We'll even join at your own pace.
Alright, got it.
There's a card that transfers the bonus, so, but I thought that was
it.
Evil Exterminate. Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working now. That was it.
Yeah, no. I keep dragging people all the time, so I already know the issue when it comes to it there.
Fair enough.
But hi, Crimson. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. No, yeah, that's interesting, because Evil Exterminate used to be just, you know, the best card because it moves your lineup for 1 mana when it comes to it. Now I actually have to think about it a little bit more.
Speaking of thinking a little bit more, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is D3 Damage MML, you all knew that already, and I'm following up on what Chris said earlier. So earlier I was in Cruz's stream, and now we're officially live on my own end, where I'm going to be doing a review of all of the attack cards today, right from black, green, white, blue, and all the paint in between. I have a categorization system that is going to be a little bit different from normal. I know many people prefer A through F or S through F. I don't. I try to be more specific with my language to try and help people understand what the hell I'm talking about, right? So, let's start from the top. Bomb, what does that word mean? That word means that if you play this card, the expectation is that you are going to win the run. That there is no other alternative. You have to fuck up pretty bad. Like, it's your fault if you lose the run, but you get this card, alright? That is the extreme definition of power, right? That is me saying that, like, you could trim your deck down to almost literally just this card and maybe 1 or 2 others, and you would win, right? That's what bomb means to me. Powerful means it has to be part of a deck. It will not win you the game on its own, but it is a very strong card. It's something you expect to win, help you win 9 times out of 10, but a bad roll or a bad hand can mean that you lose anyways. Combo and inconsistent are two sides of the same coin. They are questions of how powerful is a card and how much setup does it need, right? Combo assumes that the card is good in its own right, but is much better when it's part of a group of cards or a theme. Inconsistent means that the card needs to be in that theme to have any value. Then we have reliable, which is the assumption is that they are at least as good as the basic card that every deck starts with for an attack. Utility means that they do something special. That it's not just that they are strong, weak, or bad, but they have a very specific purpose in mind. They don't necessarily win you the run, but they do something that can help runs in very specific situations. And last but not least, bad. Bad means you are making your deck actively worse by including this card into your deck. And yes, we are counting spawn cards too. However, notably, whether or not knives are attacks is up for debate. we'll come back to that thought. With that in mind, though, I do think that Lost Branch Legend has done something magical that, like, its contemporaries, like Slay the Spire, have failed to do. Slay the Spire is loaded with bad cards. I would argue that in Slay the Spire, it is correct 9 times out of 10 to pass on almost every card option they show you. It's very much expected that, like in Slay the Spire, the card is bad unless you have a deck that's built for it, which means you need to see pieces ahead of time. That's not really the case in Lost Branch of Legend. You can get away with a much larger deck in Lost Branch of Legend than most other card games. That is at least in parts due to their colored mana system. The colored mana system means that the average card can be stronger relative to their cost compared to Slay the Spire. And so that net result of cards having casting costs and more complicated casting costs has meant that they can justify giving the player a little bit more wiggle room on tools. That means that it's very hard to make a bad card in Lost Branch of Legend. Not impossible, I did not say that, but difficult. So there's not going to be very many in here. There's a little bit of a preview that's happening on my screen right now.
I'm the background noise.
Sorry, Cruz.
I mean, look, this is chill when it comes to, quite frankly, this is an ad. I think just to the title, go watch D3 stream for what's going on. Smile.
If you want to see the cards in action, go watch Cruz. If you want to hear D3 make fun of talk about the cards, go to D3 stream. We're a tag team here. Clearly, the best option would be a multi-stream, but we're not Picardo. Rough.
Smile.
All right. So let's start off with the black cards, because I think the black set has a very interesting grouping. I'm going to show you all a loose grouping that you can kind of see from like a bird's eye view. Roughly speaking, black has lots of powerful cards and lots of cards that have a very strong combo potential, and very few cards that are super locked in on being in their combo. Many of the combo cards in black function just fine on their own. They're just better when they're part of the whatever archetype they're formulated on. So that means that black is actually a very aggressive color when it comes to its attacks. They often are very, very consistent. So as always, we need to start off with the best card in every set, the best card for every character, their basic attack card. 10 damage for 2 mana. This is of course a reliable card. Every other card in the game that says attack for its card type must be judged off of this card. Every character gets at least 2 copies of this. Some characters I believe get 3. They mix, depending on which part of the beta you're in and which what patch we're on, that changes. But most of the time, most characters have 2. Some of them will have 3.
We should note too that we are coming from a few different levels of expertise is the wrong way to put it, but experience here. I feel like I played Lost Branch more, and that's not to double down on D3's opinions, but I need to say this for your sake too, D3. You are also working off of a lot of your own runs being Jade Bots runs.
So, I'm going to be doing assumption. I'm assuming that you're doing a normal run, so that you don't get to pick what you get, right? So that's another assumption I'm going to be doing. So
okay, just wanted to put that out there for everybody knowing,
fair.
and because we have way different biases on different things, so much.
Oh yeah. Also, of course, this is not objective tier list, right? This is my thoughts and my feelings. I do think that I have a very strong tier list because of how I've categorized things, but it's perfectly possible to just I'm willing to be argued out of my position here. But I will say, Illusion Laser is probably, you're going to have a tough time calling Illusion Laser anything else than reliable, right? It is what it is the baseline for every other card that you're going to see. By default, your assumption must be if you pay 2 mana, you get 10 damage. In other words, 5 damage per mana. If a card does not do that, it must do something very cool for me to consider it at least as capable as Illusion Laser in the reliable tier. Which leads us, of course, to our first powerful, the Unstable Potions. There is a very reasonable argument to say Unstable Potions are one of the reasons why black is such an aggressive color, in particular if you're playing into Marissa. Now, what Unstable Potions are is that they're a 0 cost, so they're already doing really good, but they're slightly better than that because they are 0 cost that automatically get you a free prismatic mana. They deal 15 damage to a random enemy, which does need to be mentioned, and they also are accurate, so they can pierce through things like evasion. They cannot be grazed, and they also replenish themselves, so they automatically draw themselves a card. That is a powerful combination of text to put on your card, right? It can be mentioned if something says it gives you an unstable potion. It's a card you can probably take in almost any black deck. It's very rare for a card that gives you potions to be bad. And many cards do things that are also good on top of that. Many of the potion cards give you reasonable defenses or reasonable attack cards in their own right, and then also give you a potion. Or they give you multiple potions per turn, or a potion every turn. And this all kind of leads up into, like, yes, they are resource gated. You do need to play other cards in order to get potions. You can't just have freestanding potions in your deck, but you're almost always happy to see a potion. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, not necessarily. Only thing you have to consider when it comes to for potions is intentional versus unintentional use. Sometimes you just have black decks to where you're just kind of like, oh, it's just free push, and you're just kind of like free push, free way to trigger debuffs when it comes to it if you have certain ways to trigger that, or just free mana, versus ways that you are like potion value goes from good to excellent if you are trying to find your way for it, for scrying, for potion specific decks already on their own, versus just weaving it in. And the fact is, it's still like, even if it is nice to get potions as they are made, you're still deferring value for what they are in essence then. Because yes, we're talking attacks, but on the greater scale of craft potion or anything that just generates potions on their own, you have to consider that on a scale of how tailored is it versus what is the value that you're getting for the 16 raw versus if you have any way to scale it or to scale firepower or anything like that.
Yeah, and I would definitely say that, like, in terms of card space, they're a little space expensive, but that's not really a concern in a lot of the times because they replenish you and like they give you mana. Like it's often just not an issue, right? You said it, you coined it, right? They're almost always a card that's good. It's just whether or not they're going from good to great, right? Which is why they're in powerful. And now I will say they are the bottom end of powerful. I do think there are lots of cards that are better than potions in black. And Crimson, you're actually keen on something a little bit, and why they're at the bottom of powerful. There is a circumstance where you don't want the potion, right? Because the potion cards, some of the potion cards are awkward to have in some decks, especially ones that are indexing black. For example, if you're playing red-white Reimu and you're indexing potions in, they don't really do a lot for you, right? That you don't already do for yourself. Red Reimu in particular already has tools to improve her mana pool. She already has tools to improve her card draw. And she already has wonderful damage spells in red. So she often doesn't need something like the extra unstable potion. That being said, because they give you card draw, because they give you mana, you can basically almost always take a card if it says it makes you potions. Almost.
Because again, that is the immediate proposition that we're putting out here of what are you getting out of potions otherwise? Because for Reimu, the most you're getting is at that point then, all right, I guess extra firepower. But you kind of have to be working towards that already to begin with that if you really want.
Yep. Which leads to Satellite Illusion. This is not a special card. It is just a regular attack card.
If you could read it out from my stream side, though.
Yep, it is a 2-mana card, one neutral color and one black. It deals 14 damage to any target, and it adds 1 astrology to the hand. What astrology is a skill that is 0 cost, scry 3, draw a card. when you play it, it is exiled. However, you can retain it for as long as you want to. As long as you're not running into overdraw issues, you can keep it in your hand as long as you like. It's good. Right? It's not powerful. It's not a card that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna win the run because I have Satellite Illusion in my hand. But it's really good. It's very much the top of reliable to me, where it is efficient. It does more than 5 damage per mana. It's even almost at it's almost at 1.5 value, right? Or double value, right? 14 damage. It gets better than that with an upgrade. I'm not going to mention upgrades very often. I'm going to assume that you don't always have room for them, right? At its upgrade, it becomes double value, though, which is worth mentioning, right? It's now twice as good as what a regular attack would have been. Also notably, you can Scry is good in almost any deck, right? It's very, very good to be able to filter through your cards, especially when astrology itself is free. There's a Magic the Gathering card called Opt. Opt is a 1 mana card that lets you scry 3 and draw a card, and many decks will play that card. This is better than that by a very wide margin, because not only does it draw you a card, it's free when it draws you the card, and you get to do selection, and you get to choose when to play it. You get to, if you don't want to play it right now, you can just hold on to it for later, because if you desperately want to be hunting through your deck because you want to find potions, you can keep it. I will say this does tend into the bottom end of powerful if you're in a potion deck. Specifically in a potion deck where you're trying to see your potions, you're trying to see as many potions as possible, and you're trying to fly through your deck, astrology becomes a lot better. Which makes, of course, Satellite Illusion a lot better. But not every deck is a potion deck. And so outside of those decks, it's just good.
Shimmy event with Miracle Mallet? I'm sorry. Yes! Upgrade all my basic blocks and attacks, please.
Yeah,
the blocks have higher priority, but holy shit, Shimmy. This is This is amazing. Ever since because I really never put that much emphasis on Miracle Mallet. It's like, it's just the basic cards. I want to get them out of my deck eventually. But ever since I started taking it, I'm like, holy shit, why am I not taking this? You get so much damn value out of it.
Yeah, no, Miracle Mallet is good. Miracle Mallet is quite good when you start messing with it. Absolutely, I agree. What else we got? Oh. Next up, Navigation Star. Navigation Star is a...
Actually, no, it's say Navigation Star, because I figured I can pair both these points together, actually.
Alright. Navigation Star is pretty straightforward. Deal 6 damage. When the player scries, you return it from your discard pile to your hand. In a lot of ways, I look at Navigation Star, and I look at Satellite Illusion, and I go, oh, I love to have these cards together. But I'm never jazzed about Navigation Star on its own. Unless I'm in a Scry deck, right? Which probably means I'm in a Potion deck, which means I'm probably happy to play this, right? It is free, which is worth mentioning. So 6 damage for free is above rate, right? That's well above rate. Again, a reminder that our average rate that we need to beat is 1 mana per 5 damage. So we're above that. And this is repeatable, right? If you have multiple sources of cycle per turn, you can absolutely crank out Navigation Star damage and do multiple Navigation Stars per turn. Especially if you have more than one. More than one Navigation Star goes really hard if you're into a Scry deck. But now you're hearing me say the word over and over again. Scry deck, Scry deck, Scry deck, Scry deck. How often are you in a Scry deck? In Black, I think you're in there pretty often. If you're core Black. Namely, if you're playing specifically Marissa, or if you're playing specifically Koishi, you are frequently able to play Navigation Star to its full power. However, if you're not playing them, if you're playing literally anyone else and happen to be indexing into it, you might not have enough Scry in your deck in order to make Navigation Star pretty good. I put it as reliable because it's not backbreaking, right? There is a threshold where it becomes amazing, but to me that would make it like a high-end inconsistent card. But inconsistent makes it sound like it's a bad card without the Scry. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just an okay card without the Scry, which is why I put it at the bottom end of reliable. But what do you think, Cruz?
Again, for both when it comes to those, like, fact is, like, they are just what, like, the Spireheads and everything call like that, just basically enhanced strikes when it comes to strike with, because your baseline is just like deal damage. All of these are deal damage plus an effect, and it's just baseline at its worst for just a better strike, which you want to eventually get. Phase out all your strikes for your whatever, stuff like that, your astrologies, your yin-yang, whatever, your whatever, anything like that or so. That's just essentially how all those break down, and again, it's the difference in your deferred value out of the getting it. Because yes, you're saying we're Stry, especially so, or the fact that it's an astrology going into your hands, you can defer that later. Only times that's really a problem is for characters who won't care about you playing cards, so Seija, Junko, and Satya. Bosses, yes, but you probably already have an idea or a deck or something built around that at that point then.
Yeah, if you're playing into Navigation Star as a core damage source, and you're also looking at, oh man, what if I run into a card counter boss? Okay, well, you have another plan for that, hopefully, right? You're not just relying on Navigation Star, right?
In which case, then, those are fine, and quite frankly, like, a DPR, Dimensional Point Rift, is already something that exists too. And granted, it's red versus black, but point stands, you can have your fun with it. But for astrology, I'd say the biggest thing is that it helps you survive your early game, since it gets you a free way without costing any mana to cycle your deck, which is way, way, way important. Especially for a black archetype if you're playing Marissa, because you need to be able to search for, or in black, of course, it works perfectly. Marissa, you just search for your potions, get closer to them, or get closer to your present generating cards, or for Toysy, search for your attacks and or your passion proc. Simple as.